Hello, my name is Ian Thompson and I'm a director of Never Mind the Buzzwords, a UK-based company who works internationally on change and learning. We do a lot of work on coaching, both in delivering programs and working one-to-one with individuals. In the following video, I am playing the part of Matt, who is doing a pretty good job but needs to work significantly on his sales. And my colleague Annabelle Beckworth is my manager. Hopefully you will find this interesting and useful as a basis for discussion in your organisation about the appropriateness of training. Isn't that right, Breeze? Here we go.
So, hi Matt, thanks for coming in to see me. We had a conversation 2 or 3 weeks ago about your sales calls. You've been doing fantastically well when it comes to the marketing, and that exhibition worked really, really well. That really was a hit with potential customers and with existing customers, so that was great. As we discussed then, there's a bit of an issue with some of your sales calls. What I have noticed is that you've been making a lot more of them, so that's really good to see. I just wanted to explore with you, how do you feel they're going?
Certainly not as well as I would like them to go. I'm not getting the conversion rate of getting from the call to a meeting. And that's obviously the most important bit, is getting the meeting set up so we can sell them the software. And I'm not clear what I'm doing wrong where I'm not getting the conversion. Am I getting the more difficult customers that just are not really interested, and therefore, I'm looking at a closed door, or is it something that I'm not doing or doing that is stopping the conversion to happen?
Okay, so it could be a number of different things, and we can perhaps tease that out just now. So you talked about the conversion of that call. When you're going into a phone call, what do you have in mind as your goal for that particular call?
The goal is to explain what the software does, tell them the benefits that we know from all our different customers, and to encourage them to move to the next step, which is to have us in and do a demonstration.
Right. Okay. So there's several things that you're doing there. What? I just want to just really clarify your absolute goal for that call. What do you want to happen as a result of it? Because you spoke there about explaining the product and
Yeah.
so on.
Well, I suppose. No, the outcome has to be the conversion into a meeting.
Okay.
So the outcome is that I have them saying, yes, please come in and let's have a meeting about this.
Right. Okay. So that's good. That is exactly what we're aiming to do as the first part of that sales process. So tell me, how does the conversation go? What exactly are you saying and doing at the moment?
Okay, so I get through, and I've got the right person. I know that it's the learning and development department, and I'm talking to the manager there, and what I do, introduce myself, introduce the company, then I tell them about this fantastic software that we have available, and do they have this kind of software at the moment? Are they aware of the benefits of having this software? I take them through some of the benefits that we know are there to give them an idea of what they would be looking at. I take them through a little bit of the functionality so they've got an idea of the breadth of the software.
Okay.
And then I ask them if they'd be interested to follow up with a further meeting.
Okay then, so it sounds like your product knowledge has improved because you're able to tell them a lot about the software itself and its benefits. How do you know what they're actually looking for?
Well, I assumed that because I'd been given the contact that they would be interested in the software. I don't really ask them what they're looking for.
Okay, so what impact might ask them, or what might you ask them in order to find out?
Well, I do ask them if they've got any software like this? And then honestly, most of the time say they know they don't have that.
Okay.
So if I ask them a different question,
How might you find out about what their challenges and needs are, for example, at the moment?
and they say, I don't do that.
Okay.
So if I said to them, so if you had a software package, what is it that you'd want it to do? What are the issues that you've got that might make it easier if you have an automated system?
Could do. And what other things might you ask to explore what they need?
What takes up lots of your time? What administrative functions take up lots of your time?
Uh-huh.
What are the specific problems you've got? Yeah, because, I mean, there's no point in buying the software unless you're going to fix a problem.
Yeah.
The software fixes the administration of their department. So I should concentrate on what they currently do in terms of their administration and then match up the software to that without getting into functionality. So now I'm getting much quicker to the point.
Right.
And I have noticed, I mean, there's been times, say after we've had a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
Brenda goes on the call, the same time as me, and she's already writing up her diary, and I'm still in the midst of functionality. So she does a much quicker call. So maybe if I started by asking the question, what is it that you're doing? What takes up time? What annoys you and frustrates you with your current manual systems? Then I could just gently introduce them to the fact that the system does this. Instead of telling them the 10 things it does, concentrate on the 1 or 2 things that are their problem.
Yeah.
Now, I've now deleted 8 things that they're not currently interested in.
Yeah.
And because I'm fixing the problem,
Yeah. No.
they might as well have the conversation with me, mightn't they?
Yeah. No, that sounds like a really good way of going about it. You've also said that it might help you get to the point a little bit more quickly.
Yeah.
Just with regard, sorry, you look as though
Yeah, I mean,
you've got something to add to that.
I mean, what I'm thinking now is, because I've come from a technical background
Yeah.
and moved into the sales,
Yeah.
I'm spending too much time on the technical aspects. And what I'm wondering now is, let's say this call takes a long time. Are they just not wanting me to come along in case I bore them to death with, a PowerPoint presentation of 64 slides and 27 handouts, and maybe their feeling is that I'm not interested in them, I'm interested in my technology and what I know and how I can present it to them. And that might even put them off having the meeting with me, whereas now I think about Brenda, and John as well, but Brenda particularly, I mean, it's almost like she makes them curious.
Okay, that's
And
interesting.
that curiosity says, oh, come talk to me a little bit more.
Right.
Whereas I think I've kind of laid everything out and shown them how clever I am with my technical knowledge, but I haven't got to the bit where they're curious.
That's interesting.
Geez, oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now, as you know, like Brenda and John have both been asked, they both know that they're there to support you. How might they help you further